So we have a brand new metal detecting adventure today. I'm out here with my old friend Jim, and he has a brand new AT Pro. That's the first find.
Yeah.
You got an old square nail, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like a rose head too. That's a really old one. Awesome. Yeah. So just if you have any questions, just ask me about that machine. Yeah. This is a home site we found. Gosh, it's been about a month or two ago, and we found a few coins, I think, and some buttons. The colonial home site was gone probably by 1820 or 30. Somewhere right in here, I think, is where it stood. Unfortunately, the grass is really tall still. We were hoping that the snow had mushed it down. You know, the weight of the snow on the dry grass and stuff will actually push it flat. It did a little bit. You can see that right in here. So hopefully that'll open up a few signals for us. If not, maybe we'll get the bush hog. Now this is the area where we found most of the stuff, like right on this little hillside. I want to show you how I had this set up today and what the ground actually sounds like and the patrol train targets sound like. Zero program, zero discrimination, lots of battery power today, maximum sensitivity. That's telling me my headphones are not hooked in with the wireless, but that's okay because I want you to listen to it. We already ground balanced it, and what I want you to hear now is just what it sounds like in here. I mean, it's not a huge amount of iron, but what we're listening to is for a high squeak, or mid-tone even. These are all square nails that you're hearing, except for the bigger iron, which we might probably dig some of that too, just see what it is. It's right above the walnut. Let me set you up, and we'll dig it together. Oh. You know, I had the max again today. That's what I used last time, but I have the bigger loop on this time, and I'm hoping that I get a little more depth with that. A little harder to swing in the grass, but when I was out here last time, I was just using the 5x8, which was a smaller one. All right, so it's right in front of the walnut. Let's see what we have. Should have gotten it. I don't think it was too deep. Okay, that sounds pretty irony now. I think what it is, this thing right here, it's a piece of cooking pot. And the reason it was given a little bit of a squeak is because, you know, it's kind of that shape. Big piece of iron like that will often squeak. At least we do have a colonial relic. Can't really say I'm on the board because we know this was a home site. All right, I scraped the soil back so it would give a better response. All right, I'm gonna try to do one dig like that so there's less chance of hitting the thing. All right, let's see what that does. Could be deeper. Seems like I'm ever moving you back. Okay. All right, probably still in the hole. Let's see what we got. No, still in the hole. Let's go ahead and hit it with a pinpointer. We don't damage it. That's deep, so that's a good sign. All right, I'll put you up close. There it is, maybe. No! Giant piece of, well, melted lead. But one thing I can promise you, I am not disappointed with melted lead, because that means there was stuff going on right down here in this bottom, and I'm right below the home site where we found all those coins. Could be related to the home site, could be Civil War, because they were camped all over this area, and they might have been camped right here. I had a pretty nice signal here, and I didn't get you out because I was, well, I was afraid I was gonna make a mess of it, which I kind of did. And that vine right there, that's poison oak or poison ivy or something. Anyway, so I dug down through the roots, so my hands are contaminated now. And there is a target right here. I can see, it looks like it's brass. I cannot tell what it is. Can you? Right there. All right, so hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna try to just get on the side of it and pry it up just a little bit. Loosen up the soil. And I kind of pushed up on it from the bottom a little, so hopefully we can get it out of there now. It's actually looking like iron almost now, doesn't it? Looks like iron with maybe a brass rivet. I'm not going to be as careful because I'm pretty sure it's iron. Pushing it out. See how I'm getting on that side of the root and pushing everything this way. And get to it. Yeah, another piece of iron with brass on it. Oh, it's a lock. I think this is going to be an old colonial era locking mechanism of some sort, and that might be a fly that, you know, you'd go up to the side and put the key in. Not 100% on it, but it's a good, interesting find. I'll check the hole, make sure it's wasn't a box full of gold coins. Because you know me, don't want to leave any gold coins behind. Neither do you. Always check the hole. It's pretty neat. I think it's a hook, Jim, that would, you see the hole right there. You can tell it's hand forged. I think it would went into like the, you know, the wall and they hang a jacket or something on it, you know, or something like that. Yeah. I think it's good colonial colonial era relic.
Over there.
Where?
Over there.
Up in that area? Yeah, well, that might be worth checking because I think that's a pretty good find. Good indication that there could be something up there. A little squeaker right in there. I'm hoping this is at least a small button. Oh no, oh, not yet. Oh no, this little square buckle. Little like harness buckle of some sort. I don't know if you can hear this, but if you have a flat going over the loop, it kind of gives a decent squeak. Got some iron grunts on the end, but if it was in the ground like this, going over the loop, see, just pure iron signal. So it depends on the orientation. That was perfectly flat, just like that. Well, neither one of us has been doing any good. Jim went up over the, well, he's up on the hill now. Zigzagging through here, went to the place where he found that hook, nothing. Out in the field, zigzagging everywhere, nothing. Really surprising, actually. Back in the woods, digging lots of shotgun shells. I got a decent signal here, dug it up, and it's something different than a shotgun shell. But yeah, that looks interesting. Is that a coin? I can't tell if that's, yeah, I think it is. It's probably a quarter. Not really light, whatever it is. Oh no. We're about ready to head out of here. I'm going to give it about another 15 minutes. We've got an old house I think we're going to go to. Probably going to be trashy, but it's a 1700s brick, not brick, but you know, stone all falling down. It's pretty cool. We'll go there next. So what do you think about this place, huh? Awesome. Look at that. This looks like a newer section. You can see it's got the lathe in there with the mortar, newer type bricks, but this is definitely an old section. I think this is 1700. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in there and take a look at it. I saw a couple buzzards fly out, so they probably have a nest in there, but they took off. So we'll take a quick peek, and we're going to detect all around here. Hopefully find a few things. Is it human? No. This looks pretty old. Boy, this could be awesome. We should have come here first. This is an awesome house. Check it out. Raccoons have been in here. Wow, the buzzards, it must be the little attic or something because they came out of a hole up there. Isn't this cool? Nice big fireplace. They had stoves in here. That's the thimble up there. Again, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a newer section over there. Now this dates to the 1700s. 100% sure of that. The owner told me that he was in the service or something, and he went away. And his dad, who had the farm, kind of gave the floors away in here, the floor to the house. I guess he was kind of older, maybe he was, you know, not quite with it anymore. and some guy came in here and took the floorboard, and that's why everything's missing. And the really sad part about it is that my friend actually wanted to restore this house. When he got out of the service, he was going to move back here and restore it, but of course, without the floors, it wasn't really worth doing. I think this looks pretty awesome. I think we could do pretty good outside in the yard if it's not too much junk. Oh no, why is there a ladder in here? Why would you go? Oh, to get up to the top floor. We'll have to go up and look at it. Oh, dude, look at that! We are definitely going to get under there and do some exploring. I see some big old tooth or something. Oh, that's a hog tusk. See it? I don't have a flashlight with me, but we're not going to do that today. But we're going to come back. I'm going to talk to the owner. Ooh, look, it's groundhog skull. That's groundhog skull. I'm going to talk to the owner, see if we can get up underneath the house. I don't want to do it without talking to him first. Let's go up here and look. Kind of missing a thing. Let's flip it around. There you go. All right. Oh, I see a tongue and groove there. You can see where they cut the wires out. Oh, that's pretty cool. Remember the missing step. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to go up there, but it looks like it's a pretty interesting place. See, they had a stove up here, another room. I think he said he deer hunts up here occasionally, or used to anyway. What's that? That's a dirty shame about that floor. Must have been made out of chestnut. See, they even took the beams that supported it. That's an awesome fireplace, though. Wow. Let's peek around a little bit more. That has never been dug. We're gonna dig this bad boy out one day, if you want to. Nice fireplace, big limestone blocks. Isn't that pretty? Took the mantle and everything. Flower wallpaper. Looks like there's some type of nest in there. Bet there's some Civil War stuff in here. All right, so we're gonna go out in the yard, do a little detecting. Really windy, and I don't have my good mic, so it might be a little noisy, and I apologize for that, but let's give it a shot. Is it human? It would be Todd from Appalachian History Detectives just emailed me a picture of one of these last night. Isn't that weird? More bones over here. Look at the bricks in the wall. Not sure what was last lived in. I'd imagine it's been since the 1960s, I think he said, or something like that. These are barn swallow nests. They're really cool birds. Pretty grown up out there, isn't it? All right, let's see what we can do. Looks like the cows used to live in here. That's an old meat grinder, I think, to make sausage. Woot. It's a Civil War. That's a skate. Man, look. See any eyeballs? Little cistern. What they would do is they'd have down, gutters on the house, and a downspout would go into there, and that's how they would collect rainwater to drink. Now, supposedly, there's a spring house about 100 yards from here. Here's some redwood. That's old stuff. The owner was telling, look at the flowers coming up. The owner was telling me it's cinder block now, but it used to be stone. There was a stone foundation there back when he was a kid. I do believe he's... Huh. All right. God, it's gonna be junky. The little bed springs, pipe. That's a big old jawed old cow. That's definitely a lot of junk, huh? All right, we'll try it. See what we can do. What do you say? That's my first target right there. It's part of a car, I guess. I want you just to listen to what I'm dealing with in here. Right now I have it on 0 discrimination, so you can hear it. Very noisy. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and crank this discrimination like pretty much all the way up and just move real slow. let's put it down a little bit. And we're just gonna move slow. I'm gonna put the headphones back on. And hopefully we'll start finding a few things. That's a decent signal. We'll try that in a minute. So I think this place is gonna be a heartbreaker. There are so many signals in here. Just dug up this big old piece of iron. Kind of fancy. I might actually keep that, but you can look and you can see there's all kinds of stuff. A lot of broken glass, a lot of kind of modern stuff. There's a piece of pretty old stuff there, I think. You can see all the rust in there and just like tons of nails. It's going to be a tough hunt, right? I can tell you that right now. I'm going to do a dig around until I find something, then we'll start again. It's just we've got a lot of this kind of stuff so far. Civil War. That's a beautiful signal. An electric motor of some sort. Oh man, that's a beautiful big signal. This is a tough hunt. Just dug a big piece of iron out of here and I decided just to dig it a little bit deeper. There's a roofing nail that's actually down a good ways. But there's something here that's non-ferrous. Oh no, that's rubber. I thought it was a little piece of brass. And what I'm doing is I'm going to dig a hole. That's for a, not brass, but it's a, for a spark plug. I can tell that already. Why is that so deep? Man, that was deep. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just dig this out a little bit, keep looking around. It's all kinds of bricks and stuff, but boy, I tell you, what a lot of junk. That's coal right there. I want to show you guys a little test pit I just dug. I think this is probably the original signal that I heard, so I'm digging down. I'm getting some pretty old pottery. That's some type of cream ware and some red ware, some feather edge there, and some nails, round nails. That's a pulley, by the way. Anyway, so I'm digging down. I can see the artifact layer is at least down to here. I think it's probably natural grade, but I'm not positive. Big old piece of iron something. I don't know what that is. It's pretty solid. I'm going to dig it out before we leave, but I just wanted to show you why we're going to have so much trouble finding the old stuff, because you know, if it's down in here, we'll never hear it with all the nails and pieces of iron and more modern stuff in here. All right, I'll get that out, show it to you if it's cool. If not, I'm going to cover this back up and we'll keep moving on. Well, that's my first doodad. I don't know if it's old or not, but it could be at least. Some type of little coppery plate or emblem. I don't think there's any writing on it though. Oh yeah, there is. What is it? Probably off an electric pole, huh? Most exciting thing I've seen. I think it says Balmer. I'm sure it's Baltimore, I guess I should say. Baltimore. Yeah, that's probably off of like a telephone pole. I'll give you a close-up in the end. Yeah, this place is starting to get on my nerves. There's so much junk. I just dug this. It looks like a little shoe, doesn't it? And that's because this is a piece of equipment you would use to work on shoes, but it's broken. Oh, just hard. This is just very sad. It's a good 2 feet deep here, and it just, everything's mixed in, and everything I'm finding is just the more modern stuff. Yeah, it's frustrating. Since we're not having much luck outside, I thought we'd just come in here and look around for a few minutes. I actually looked around the walls, around the fireplace, and all around there with a metal detector, but there's no signals except iron. But I wanted to look under the floor and see if we can see any bottles or anything, or see anything that would make us want to come back. That's a bone there. I sucked the metal detector down there, but there's so much junk. I wonder what that thing is. I couldn't really tell anything. All right, let's get on our belly. You ready? Oh, there's no skulls down here. There's an old piece of glass. What's that thing? Is that bone or turtle shell? Oh, that's a hard floor, though. Look at that. That's probably from animals walking around. Whew. Still got the bark on it, doesn't it? All right, set the camera down for a minute. Hopefully you can see something. Got my head sticking in here. I see all kinds of skeletons. That's cow bones. Don't see any bottles kicked up anywhere. A bit of glass. Bricks and cow pies. I don't know if it'd be worth coming back or not. around in there, see what we can see. I can't really even see, to be honest. I'm just looking through the lens. Just looking through the back of the GoPro. Alright. I can't really see squat down in there. Probably got hantavirus already. Okay, well, we'll go back outside for a few minutes, but then we're going to call it quits. So I moved out away from the house a little bit. I'm going to try the side of this hill here. I just dug this big old harness buckle, which is actually kind of cool. Hopefully this field might be a little bit less junky and be sprinkled liberally with Civil War bullets. Moved off into the field a little bit away from the house and just dug this. I thought it might be an eagle button, some type of button, but I'm not so sure now. It could very well be. That could be the shank pushed in on the back. Not seeing a design on it, but it doesn't mean it's not there. So I just dug this piece of iron, which I don't know if is old or not. It could be, may not be. But out of the same hole, this popped out. That looks pretty old to me. Lots of little blips and blaps over here on this hillside. We're a good ways from the house. See it way over there. So maybe we're on another one. That would be nice. Just dug a fired bullet. It could be a Civil War vintage. It's really hard to say. It's not a mini ball, but it could be like a Sharps or a Spencer or something like that. I'm not sure. It's a little small, but has the right weight to it. The house right up there on the hill. I looked down, I saw this old cinder block building, and he said there was an old well here, so I came down to look at it. I was very disappointed that was cinder block, but looky here. This is concrete, it's new. This lid was on it. I just started to pry it off and I stopped because I could tell it looks like there's an old well here. An old hand dug well. Look at the stones. That thing's crystal clear too. Wow. That's concrete right there. They put the tin, corrugated tin around it and poured concrete. I actually have my flashlight. I'm gonna drop it. Oh, dude, look at that. Wow. It's like a cave down there, man. It looks like it goes down and then it opens up down there. Like there's a cave. Goes off to the right, you know, all the way around. We'll have to come back here with our cameras and drop them down there. What do you say? Man, that's awesome. I know you can't see. I'm so sorry about that. Woo! That is a cool well, I'm telling you. It looks like they dug right down into a cave. Crystal clear. We'll be back. Don't worry about that. This is what I originally saw and was disappointed. Look, 1929. It's probably when that other part of the house is built. This second part, and obviously when this was built. Look at that old pump. All the big old valves, and that's the pressure tank right there. See what the plate says. Wasn't there? I can't tell what the date is. Probably be able to read it once I review the video, but all right, get back to digging. It's been a very disappointing place for metal detecting. Here's Jim up there. I haven't been up there yet. We got some bottomland we can hit yet too. This is kind of cool, huh? Wood would have gone through there. This is off like a big old plow rig, or not. I don't know if it's a plow, but you know, a horse rig or something. I probably hung like that. I have no idea about the age of that. It could be 1700s, 1800s. I doubt it's 1900s. I'm gonna keep that. I really like that. It's a neat little stream right here. Unfortunately, I can smell sewage really strong. Whew. Well, it's treated sewage, but sewage nonetheless. I guess there's a treatment plant up creek somewhere. Let's go look at this over here. Looks like it could have been something, huh? Maybe an old mill? Yeah. I don't think that side of the creek belongs to this farm, but I'm pretty sure who owns that, and I can get over there. I can't tell if those are old or new, but I think that's a wall. Those look pretty old there. That might be an old mill or something. An old dam. All right, that's for another day. I'm looping around through the fields now. The old house we were at is way up there in those trees. I'm not really finding a whole lot down here though. Look, it's a cave. Looks like somebody filled it in with trash. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Goes way down. I see some timbers down in there. All right, let's take a better look. I had to adjust the camera a little bit. Oh man, look at all that, like timbers. It's like Oak Island. It looks like it goes down there a good ways, doesn't it? Why are there so many timbers in there, do you think? Oh, that's awesome, dudes. I'll definitely come back to this one. It's kind of weird that those timbers in there like that. I get excited at some of the simplest things, don't I? Oh, there's a little well house right there, and up on the hill, the house. I have been all over this farm for the last hour and a half, almost 2 hours, looking for stuff. Found nothing. Jim already left. And right here, in front, next to the house, on my way back to the vehicle, I found a button. Nice early 1700s button. Might even have a little design on it. Isn't that a shame? Hard to walk through here once, but we're going to slow down, hunt it a little bit more. Figure we have probably 20 minutes before it gets dark. There's one of those buzzards that was in that house just flew over. So I'm back at the house, and I just noticed there was another house here. If you look here, there's like this dip, and there's a bunch of bricks and stuff. I thought it was just a trash pile. But when I came over to here, this is another cistern, a giant cistern that they filled in with rocks. You still see it has water in it. So I imagine that it was that house and another house here. But boy, it's so junky. Yeah, nice little bricks. You can see how it's squared off right here. Not a lot of treasure on this adventure, but we got to see a cool house, and we found that well that we're going to come back to. And it might be worth digging around here looking for bottles, but I'm not going to detect in here anymore. I'm writing this place off. Starting to rain. We gotta go.
Hey, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly